Getting a little bit of fire, a little bit of flavor, a little bit of spice coming out of John Drake's campaign Twitter at John Robert Drake. He would be one of 3 or 4 people that I think probably Kapilovich, right? It's probably Dan Kapilovich or Angelin or Jackie McGowan or John Robert Drake. So John Robert Drake says here, it's kind of hard to get accurate poll results when you fucking misspell my name. And he's got fucking misspell my name in all caps, September 1st, 2021, 4:15 a.m. So here's the poll. ABC 10 News San Diego Union Tribune poll. Larry Elder, 27%. This is out of 515 likely and actual voters who will vote for a replacement in California. So Jesus Christ, this is a good-ass fucking poll. Larry Elder wallops the competition with 27%, not a majority, but 27%, enough of a plurality. All you need is, 3%. All you need is just enough percentage to beat the other candidates. So undecided would be number 2. So that's not a candidate. Another candidate is 12%. So the second and third place candidates is John Cox and Kevin Paffrath. And so therefore, Larry Elder is actually beating the next 1, 2, 3, 4 candidates, 5 candidates combined. So Larry Elder is beating the fuck out of these other candidates. John Cox is Republican, Kevin Paffrath, a YouTube Democrat, Jacqueline McGowan, cannabis, used to be popular because she was all about legalizing marijuana, but now it's all legal. It's not as big of a deal. Holly Bade, Democrat, 5%. It says Jacqueline McGowan's a Democrat. So that's smart. That's smart. Jacqueline McGowan made a headline recently by confronting Larry Elder in a church, telling him to debate her. And then apparently 15 of his goons surrounded her and escorted her, took her out. She said she was assaulted. I wonder what specifically. Whenever there's a thing that happens, I want to know detail, point by point. Just, and then this happened, and then that happened, and this happened, and that happened. So I would like for her to write that up. I don't know if Jacqueline McGowan will watch this or not, but if she does, she should write that experience up just as point by point, as precise as possible. I mean, you are being disruptive at an event, and eventually, right, they would have to remove you. But I guess he could have addressed you in some ways. But I don't know what could have been said that would have, like, you want to debate right now? Yeah, okay. And then just, start debating or just have a discussion. So, but I like the energy. It looks like Larry Elder is inevitable. So Jacqueline McGowan being like, fuck this shit, is exactly the tenor that California, put down your avocado toast. It's time to get political. It's time to get serious. It's time to get serious and political. It's time to get revolutionary. This is the time, if there's ever been a time for a revolution, it's right now, to prevent California from going Larry Elder Republican. So John Cox is 6%, Kevin Paffrath, and then is also 6%. And then the 5%ers is Kevin Falconer, Brandon Ross, Kevin Kiley, Holly Bade, Body, and Holly Bade, super pretty, but only talks about the mask thing. Stop the mask, stop the mask. It's like, okay, Jesus. Jacqueline McGowan, Armando Perez Serrato, John Blake, Joel Ventresca, and Caitlyn Jenner round out the bottom 4. Caitlyn with 2%, Joel Ventresca with 2%, John Blake with 2%, and Armando Perez Serrato with 3%. So the biggest thing that I know, the biggest glaring, where is Kapilovich? Dan Kapilovich isn't on this list. Out of the 4 progressives, are the 4 ones that I would consider voting for: Angelin, Dan Kapilovich, John Robert Drake, Jacqueline McGowan, Dan Kaplowitz is not on this. I don't know if they forgot to put his name on it or what. 14% or 12% said another candidate. 14% was undecided. But if Kaplowitz, so John Robert Drake is all pissed off because it's saying, you know, you misspelled my fucking name. John Robert Drake, it doesn't matter if you're John Robert Blake, John Robert Drake. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. I've been YouTubing, you know, all these candidates, or at least the ones, you know, the top tier candidates, and then some of the random ones that I've, you know, thought were somewhat interesting. I can't find anything on YouTube about John Robert Drake. I can't find anything on YouTube. There's like 2 videos on Dan Kaplowitz, and you can kind of see he's a cool fucking laid-back guy, but he's being interviewed by like these fucking douchebags, so, you know, you can just kind of feel that it's uncomfortable. It's a weird tension. So it's like, man, get an interview with like an ally or something. At least have some kind of presence. When you look at, God, Larry Elder's campaign is actually fucking amazing. It's almost like Larry Elder's been running for governor of California for goddamn decades, and nobody, you know, was paying attention. So when you're on YouTube, it's just Larry Elder after Larry Elder, right? You got Ben Shapiro, and then you got Candace Owens, and then you got, you know, some other fucking, then you got a lot of YouTubers, a lot of independent Republican YouTubers that are just being like, Larry Elder's the guy to, you know, to get in there. He's swell. He's pretty good. I like him. So you have Larry Elder, you know, his face, his perspectives, him being interviewed all over the fucking place, and you got his supporters all over the goddamn place. Where the fuck is anybody else at? Gavin Newsom, I think he's a pretty decent politician. I mean, people say he's like too perfect, which, what is that about? Motherfucker's too perfect. I don't like it. He doesn't hit a home run, he hits grand slams every fucking time. I don't like it. Touchdown passes every fucking time. What's this about? I don't get it. I don't get it. He's too fucking perfect. I mean, he's all politician-y or what have you. But when I look at these other candidates, I feel like compared to Gavin Newsom, he's like way the fuck out of their league. It's like, God, guys, come on. So Dan Kaplowitz, you can tell he's a cool guy. He's not getting himself out there, so he's not going to fucking win. Angel Lynn's got, you know, name recognition, so she would be the most popular, I would think, person of the bunch that could win of the progressives that I like. So, and then John Robert Drake, Angel Lynn, Dan Kaplowitz, and then that Jacqueline McGowan. And then they're all voting right now. You already got 17% of the ballots are already in, so 1 out of 5 Californians have already voted. But I guess that's, you know, 4 out of 5 Californians haven't voted. This is still wide open, right? We can still do something different than ignoring question 2. So Larry Elder, 27%, John Cox, 6%, Kevin Paffrath, 6%. There's no number 2, there's no past, Larry Elder is the number 2 candidate, so really it is kind of Larry Elder versus Gavin Newsom, but it's not. It's, do you want to recall Gavin, and then if you do, who, you know, or don't, if he gets recalled, who the fuck do you want to be governor? So it's basically a governor's election. It's a governor's election. And the person who is going to win is going to be a person, okay, let's assume 27% holds up. There's other votes out there to get, so the Democrat who wants to beat Larry Elder needs to get 28%. So that means you got to get undecided, you got to get another candidates, and then you got to get John Cox's votes. Not impossible. That's not impossible. Somehow you got to, you know, climb the Golden, you know, Gate Bridge. You got to do something spectacular. You got to do something on par with climbing the Golden Gate Bridge with an American flag saying, you know, I'm not going to let my California go. I will never let California go, Republican. Right on top of the electric cars in San Francisco. Just go cruise, you know, California in front of all the great monuments and landmarks of California. Go to Death Valley. I don't know. Go to Mount McKinley. I don't. Look. But, I mean, he's right. John Robert Drake. They should spell his name correctly. Perhaps if they spelled his name correctly, maybe he would have got less. Maybe he would have got more. Drake, I mean, you know what? When I think about all the 4 candidates, it's easy to remember Drake. So, you know what? He does have a point. Because it's like, John Blake? No, I like Drake. And then he got 2%, which is... John Blake got 2%, which would be, if it was Larry, you know, like Larry Chelder. Larry Chelder? I'm looking for Elder. There's no Elder here. John Drake? Well, there's a John Blake. And then 2% of the John Blakers are like, nah, that's John Drake, or John Drake. I know that's John Drake. I know it's John Drake. I know it is. So that's actually amazing. Maybe that tells me he probably does have a higher percentage. So good point, John Robert Drake. Who the fuck is going to vote for John Blake? John Blake? No, John, that's a cool name too, but it's not him, right? So it's, who the fuck did people vote for when they voted for? Oh, John Blake. Yeah, I know John Blake. John Blake, me and John Blake, we used to be, yeah, the good guy. Yeah, the healthcare. Yeah, John Blake. That's my man. I'm voting John Blake. Anyways, California, don't let Larry out.